morning to you. Indeed, we had a rare experience. The Department of Homeland Security let us into the McAllen Border Patrol detention facility, the first television cameras to ever go in there, and it really was an eye-opening experience. Despite the fact that the number of apprehensions is down, that facility was still jammed. A little more than 460 people there. That is down from a peak of 1,500, but still really, really crowded. We saw a lot of those unaccompanied children we've heard so much about. Some of them seem to be doing well. They appeared to be sort of making the best of it, but others that we saw were completely distraught about being in detention and not being with any adults in their family. You also get a real appreciation for the task that the Border Patrol agents have. The processing area was busier than an airline counter. The Border Patrol agents consumed with administrative duties as opposed to being out there on the front lines pursuing the bad guys. Despite the drop in the number of apprehensions, there's still a huge problem here. We took an exclusive tour of the border with Texas Republican Congressman Louis Gohmert over the weekend. We found many rafts that were up on shore, a lot of life jackets from people who had crossed. Gohmert is a big critic of the president's $3.7 billion emergency appropriation request, saying the president's targeting the money all wrong and that Congress will come up with its own plan.
Joji, they just showed that same footage and said people was dead with all those life jackets and those shoes. Go back and look at the footage, people. That's the mind control. If they don't mention death, that's the mind control part.
You know, Gohmert is a big proponent of this, and there's a lot of talk in Congress about expedited removal of the people who come across the border illegally. That is something that the Border Patrol Union and a lot of its members, a lot of the Border Patrol agents support, and that is when people
They're using
come
word
illegally,
games on you people.
send them back.
My American friends.
They love you. Yes, mommy, mommy.
Message. You have to send the physical message, which is once you come in, we will send you back.
The Immigration and Customs
Come on, you go back now. Come on, do it. Come on, you gotta go. Get to the border.
Had been sent back to Central America. 40 of them were sent back. Megan, over the last 10 months, 55,000 have come in, and they sent 40 back today.
Wow. John Roberts, thank you.
You heard that, man? That man tried to make that shit sound sarcastic as hell.
Is back at regular duty at a Texas
Boberg
base today. Colonel Ralph Peters is next.
AKA phony soldier from Rush Limbaugh. His term from like 8 years ago.
Vice President Dick Cheney and his daughter Liz last month. Today they broke their silence on what they really thought of all the attention given to our sit-down. And wait until you see what they said about questions like this. The suggestion then is that you caused this mess, Mr. Vice President. What say you?
What did you just say? Just say fuck you.
While a body in motion.